when it comes to the flow of energy in our bodies, why is this flow of energy important? What is its significance when you mention flow?
Because if you look at everything that's alive in this universe, in this world, how would you describe as it being live or being existing here? Because there's a flow that's happening, a constant change that's happening. Energy is flowing. Otherwise, we call other things that there is no flow of energy, we call them dead. So there is no flow of energy in anything that is called dead. If something that is alive, energy is flowing through it. And we all know, like look at, say, anything that's flowing, like say water or wind or anything. As long as it's flowing freely, it can be peaceful. You change or obstruct the flow, you see the same river becoming ferocious, the winds turning into storms, and fire turning into infernos. So everything, all energy forms, as long as they're flowing freely, it brings more growth, evolution, peace, health, joy, happiness. So we all know that we are all alive. Every life thing is because of the prana that exists around us. What is prana? It's energy. And we are drawing our prana into our body. And it is connected to the breath, but not the breath. We have discussed this before. And now prana flows within us through channels called nadis, 7.2 million of them in ours, and the predominantly three being Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. And if there is a free flow of prana in all the nadis, all the channels, your body will be healthy because these are the channels or the nadis supplying prana or this life force energy to every part of your body. If tomorrow some part of the body stops receiving prana or starts receiving much less prana than needed, you start becoming sicker. Means that there is an obstruction in the flow of the energy, life force energy, will make you sick. Similarly, our consciousness is flowing too. Everything that is live, if it has a free flow, without obstruction, and that in our Brahmanda Yoga, so many of our practices are about removing these obstructions.
Yeah.
Why do we do different kinds of pranayams or prana kriyas, advanced higher ones? Is one of the reasons is to break those obstructions that we have caused. Another is, all the reflex action mechanisms that we have created. Reflex actions, short circuit mechanisms that we've created of anger, responding to small thing and becoming angry.
Yeah.
They can also be broken apart and fresh ones created. So it is so important for energies to flow freely. And when we talk about energy, we're talking a lot about at this moment, about the energies within us. But what we have done by the wrong practices, wrong thoughts, wrong emotions that have been forced upon us through our experiences in our life, by the society, by the family.
Yeah.
We have a free flow, unfortunately, of negative thoughts. We are like masters of that.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is bring that part of free flow of positive energy, positive thoughts, positive emotions, replacing the negative ones that we have kind of acquired from around us, given to us knowingly, unknowingly by mostly of our loved ones, like superstitions that we kind of live with.
Yeah.
the false beliefs that we lived in. Like there was a time when everybody on this planet Earth believed that the Earth was flat.
Yeah.
And then there are some who still believe it today. And all this proofs that you give there, so they are AI generated or whatever it is. You know, like there are people I have seen, I says, my uncle went on a boat and he fell off and they never came back. So it is those superstitions, the belief systems that we have created knowingly, unknowingly over a period of time. And as my guru says, the first thing that begins, even before this flow of energy, which says is by acceptance. That something is not good in my life. I face ups, downs, problems, challenges, and I need to change myself. That is the beginning of yoga. That is the beginning of sadhana. And then you are opening up yourself to endless possibilities. Right now, as we are growing older from a child, we are closing our possibilities. Like as a child, he doesn't have no fear. He thinks he can jump from the roof and kind of land safely on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
His world is full of possibilities. And what we have done with this hindrance of the flow of the free flow energy that a child has, we are kind of limiting our possibilities because the world has told you, Ali, you cannot do this, or that is not possible, or this is not going to work, or we tried it, so many people tried it, do something else.
Yeah.
So our possibilities are becoming lesser and lesser because my energy is getting boxed in. It's not flowing freely as it should.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once we kind of do our sadhana, follow these principles, but primarily, first of all, that I'm ready for a change. I know that I need to change myself, not this world, to make my life better, plain and simple. And then I'm open to all the possibilities. The energy gets a little bit more free flowing. And then we have our sadhana, our practices, our prana, our meditations to help us achieve that.
And these blockages you're talking about are karma, right?
Karmic blockages, yes, absolutely, and belief systems.
Belief systems.
Yeah, so like they're all interrelated with each other. To watch the full podcast of this path that you've seen, click here. And to watch our previous podcasts, click here. And finally, I bow down to all of you and the divinity within you. Thank you and bless you.